Courtney, you have arranged a mystery local legend.
And let me just tie the knot. I think it was barnstorming.
Grassroots it was. Grassroots campaign.
Oh, okay. All right. It was grassroots.
That's what it was.
All right, sorry.
I'm glad we got that.
Had to tie that loose end.
So I think we should all ask a question.
Okay.
We'll go around and ask a question, including Shime. Shime, you can see the show on Twitch, correct?
Yes, I can.
Wait, off the bat, can I just ask Shime, do you know who it is already?
I know exactly who that is.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
As soon as he sees
Wow.
the face, he knows who it is. I knew Shime would know.
Shime does?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. No disrespect.
Huge fan.
I don't.
No disrespect needed. I am honored to be a guest on this show. And then also, Courtney, I love that you call me a local legend.
Yeah, you are.
That's the sweetest thing, but I don't know about that. But,
I once, not to be creepy, I once saw you out in Rhode Island.
Uh-oh.
With your wife, not going to say names to give anything away, and I was too nervous to go over and say hi.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
How do I not? It must be
I have no idea.
It must be a boomer thing.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No offense to you, but the fact that Shime knows who you are so quickly means you're probably not that cool.
you guys will find out quickly why you don't know who I am.
Oh, we will?
Yeah.
Okay. Wiggy, do you have any idea?
No, I have no
Curtis,
clue.
you have no idea.
I'm a very nice gentleman.
Yes.
Handsome
All
guy.
right. Let me ask you a question. You have a Red Sox hat on.
Yes, sir.
Is your notoriety sports related?
It is not, but I have been in Us Weekly
wow.
for my Patriots fandom.
Okay.
And
All
so
right.
which was cool because usually I'm in like Us Weekly for different reasons, but the fact that they put me in, like, they said Patriots fan, and I was like, that's the coolest thing.
Casey Affleck.
I don't think it's Casey Affleck.
No, not Ben's little brother.
I would recognize
Curtis,
that.
do you have a question?
What is your biggest accomplishment?
Honestly, in my own life, I would say meeting Tom Brady is my biggest accomplishment.
Wow. I like you even more.
Okay.
But most likely getting married.
All right.
Oh, I know.
What? Getting married was...
He's a reality show guy.
I don't know.
I mean, you're there, but you have to specify what reality show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Survivor.
Wiggs, do you have a question?
I mean, I survived.
Do I have a
Do you have a
question?
que- do you have a
Yes. Who is the, other than you, the biggest celebrity in your phone right now that we could call? Because I feel... Uh-oh.
You guys know who Rob Thomas is?
Matchbox Play.
Yeah.
He's my favorite musician of all time.
This
so
is
I
like
can
my
call
best
him.
friend.
Curtis
Oh,
loves...
I
I love Matchbox 20.
I
Curtis loves
have,
Matchbox.
but this gives it away.
It does?
It gives it away, but I'll say it anyway.
Okay.
It's Chris Harrison.
Chris
Oh,
Harrison.
come on, guys.
Chris Harrison.
Chris
Chris
Harrison.
Harrison's probably the biggest celebrity I have in my
Oh.
phone.
Who's Chris Harrison?
Is that the host of The Bachelor?
That would be the host of The Bachelor.
You're a bachelor.
I thought that was Jesse Palmer.
What?
Oh,
He
I
is-
don't have Jesse Palmer's
He was
number.
not a bachelor, but he was on The Bachelorette,
Oh.
and Bachelor in Paradise 2 seasons.
Many times.
Can you introduce him?
This is Jared Haibon. Is that how you pronounce your last name?
Haibon, but it doesn't
okay,
matter. I'll answer
Haibon.
it.
All right,
Yes.
round of applause for Jared.
Oh, thank you, guys.
And he's married. Shime. He is married to Ashley I, who has probably the most iconic scene in Bachelor history.
Okay.
Crying scene.
So
Really?
I mean, they are a
Is that why you
story.
related to her?
Yep.
No, hilarious, Curtis. No, when I tell you, I've fallen off the Bachelorette bandwagon the
Yep.
last few seasons. I'm back this
On the
season with
Golden
Joey
one.
and with Golden Bachelor.
Golden, yep.
But back when Jared was on, he was on Caitlin Bristow's season.
All right.
I was super fan. That was appointment TV for me. And all of a sudden we have a local guy from Rhode Island, from New England, who was unproblematic. Thank you very much. So I could root for you the entire time.
Anytime.
And you were just a massive Boston sports fan. I actually, again, not to be weird, I was supposed to interview you when I was at Nesson at a Tom Brady Best Buddies football game.
Yeah.
And he was too popular. I couldn't get in.
But let's get to the juice, though.
What?
You were on The Bachelorette, right?
Yep.
So that means it's the girl with multiple guys.
Yep.
Yes.
How
Nailed
much
it.
smashing was really going on behind the scenes? Be honest. Did you smash like when you were there? Or?
No, I missed it by 1 week. I was fourth. Top 3 get fantasy suites.
No, but during the show, there's got to be she's got to be hooking up with a couple of those
Hold on.
guys.
Did you marry the woman from the show?
On Bachelor in Paradise that we met. So, which is crazy.
So
I
wait,
would
you
never
married
thought
the
that would
woman from the show?
Yes.
What's her name?
happen. Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley.
Wait,
And
so you
she is this like a Santos situation where she had been with other dudes already on the show?
No, I mean, it is like a weird dating pool where you're all, because especially with Paradise, we're just thrown on this beach and then you start dating each other and then you form connections.
And you're
But
hooking up, right?
Yeah, the hooking up is it doesn't happen as much as you think because because there's legitimately cameras in every single room. So if you go to a bedroom, there's a camera on you. Okay. Now, granted, there's like legality that they can't show it, but still, like you're being watched.
Did you ever forget a line from the series since it was scripted, or was it ever?
No. I practiced my lines. I made sure I knew exactly what I was going to say beforehand. Everything's scripted.
Wait, so you didn't? So you were on The Bachelorette, but you didn't win, and then you met your now wife on the next series.
Bachelor in Paradise. Yeah.
And Ashley fell in love with him immediately, and it took Jared a bit.
She loves the Boston guy.
Thing.
She always said she wanted like to marry a Wahlberg or an Affleck, and I was like, well, I'm a Rhode Island, so I'm like I love Rhode Island more than anything, but I'm like the trashy version of Boston.
Yeah, you're tall though.
So,
And she's from around here too.
Northern Virginia. Outside DC.
Okay. She's a DMV girl.
DMV,
So the Bachelor in Paradise is multiple men and women out there.
Yep.
So there's other connections.
Other
hookups and stuff
all the
like
hookups
that.
is all
He's
relationships.
fascinated by how often the Bachelors and the Bachelorettes have sex.
Because see, I watch the reality shows like Ready to Love. On OWN Network, Love and Hip Hop.
You like Weakest Link?
Weakest Link. So, and there's a lot of like drama and fun and sex that goes on, and that's why I wonder, like, you got all these like good-looking people on a beach.
Everybody's fake. The whole thing's fake.
It is not fake.
Yeah. It's
I guess it's not fake.
I've had a fake marriage for 5 years. I have a fake child.
It actually is real, I guess.
Yeah.
If you actually.
Trust me, dude. Night one, you go to the mansion in LA, and like my friend nominated me. I'm a kid from Rhode Island, so I go on the show, and I'm like, these guys are going to be douchebags. I don't know if I can say this. These guys are going to be terrible. But it's crazy. Night one, I met everybody.
And they're all smoke shows.
Well, they're all super down to earth, and they're all like in the same mindset I am. Like, what are we doing here? And then I was like, and then of course, like the first couple of days, we're like, oh, there's no drama. Like everybody gets along, and then of course things happen. And
do you get paid
change.
to do it?
So you don't get paid for Bachelorette, but everything is paid for. But if you get invited back to Bachelor in Paradise, that's when you start.
Do you still make money from it now? Like, do you?
Not like residuals, but because of the.
But do you still do can you go do appearances?
Yeah. So we've been very lucky to been able to like take opportunities that the show has given us.
Club hosting.
All right, you're a Patriots fan. Thoughts on Drake May?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it makes me excited for training camp.
You sound like everybody else.
Well, dude, it's just like, he's a third pick, which I'm excited about. I'm excited to have a quarterback that we have to look forward to. I'm excited for the storylines of training camp to like watch every day. All right, what does Drake May look like? To see the competition between him and Jacoby Brissett. Like, I mean, of course, like I think the smart thing to do is to play Brissett for the entirety, for all of 2024. Sit Drake May.
Wow.
Have him learn.
You and I agree.
But like. Obviously, also, that's two parts. Like, my head is telling me that, but my heart is saying, like, I want May in there right now because I want something to watch. You know, I don't want another 4 or 5 win season. And, like, I like Gerard Mayo. I mean, the offensive moves, the coaching staff that they've made, Ben McAdoo. It's like, all right, well, I mean, we'll just see how it plays out. It's going to be a transition, I mean, it's Mayo's first year. You got to give him latitude. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. Belichick's been here for over 20 years. We have a brand new head coach, a rookie quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. My buddy Ryan, who's a chef at Audrey's, the place I own, but he's a Browns fan. So every time, he's like, oh, Brissett.
For a while.
Wait, you own a restaurant?
Yeah, right down
now
the road.
You have my interest.
Oh yeah, so it's called Audrey's Coffee House and Lounge. So it's a coffee house that turns into a lounge at night. We serve espresso martinis.
Okay.
It's here?
It's literally 3 minutes down the road. So we live in Wakefield now, and then I love Rhode Island, and I've always worked in restaurants. I always wanted to operate my own business. So because in the show, we're very lucky that it is garnered us an opportunity to do so. So we were able to.
Is it all Bachelor-themed entrees?
No, there's definitely not.
You get the final rosé.
So the only open table reserved for one.
the nighttime portion the food options might be called after the final rose. But other than that, there's like little nods. But people, because of the show, like the people love the show so much. Like I wanted to make sure that when people came in. Dude, I've had people come in. They're like, yeah, we drove from Colorado.
Wow.
And we created an entire road trip to come here.
Really?
I swear. I feel bad because I love our establishment, but we're also a coffee shop. So it's like, but, please don't drive all the way from Colorado. But that's why, like, it makes me happy when I'm there. We get to talk about the show.
People love reality shows.
I
love reality shows.
And it's so surprising to me that Shime is a Bachelorette fan.
I've been a huge fan for quite a while.
Oh,
I knew it.
I don't even know this show.
Oh my! Like I don't think you guys understand because you guys aren't part of the franchise fandom. How big Jared and Ashley are. Like they are. They get asked back all the time. You're always at after the final rose. Like
they are the franchise.
in the audience.
Yeah, it's
or
like,
you get back
to give
advice.
It's a success story, So they want to promote
I'm surprised they haven't done a reality show on YouTube, and the fact that you met there and are married and now they follow your life. You know what I mean?
Oh, trust me, we've pitched it many times.
Yes, because usually what they do on the reality shows, like I said, I watch some of the dating shows, is they go from we're dating now to the marriage show. Yeah. As they, as you
evolves.
As you evolve into get to the marriage and then the kids, and then you become your own reality show, and then you become like a Kendra and what was the wide receiver that played for
Hank?
Yeah, so now you see a lot of that, whereas like you have your own reality show.
Well, there's like the former, I forget her name. I think her name is Sydney, but Fred Warner, the linebacker for the 49ers, he's married to a former Bachelorette contestant. They just got married. Yeah.
Is he? Okay. All right.
Is he the guy that retired mid-game?
No, Fred Warner is he's actually really good.
Oh, he's great.
Who am I thinking of? Anyway. He's still on the team.
Yeah, he's got the long dreadlocks. He's like the all-pro middle linebacker.
Not to ruin anything, but might have some connection.
Nope. Don't say anything.
I have a connecting flight.
Oh, you have a connecting flight.
Let me tell you who else is a huge fan of The Bachelor.
Christian Foyer.
Dude, Christian.
Massive.
So, a few years ago, the year after I was on the show, Jordan Rogers was on the show.
This is
Aaron's
embarrassing.
brother.
This is so embarrassing for him. Please continue.
I can't wait to tell you the story. So Jordan Rogers, Aaron's brother, was on the show, and they made a very big deal about like the absence of Aaron.
Yes.
Because they had a hometown, Jordan went back to his family, and of course Aaron wasn't there, and it was like this whole thing.
His family hates him. He hates his family. Yeah.
So then they were talking about it. I was listening. This was Lou, Ordway, Christian, and I'm listening to the show, and I'm like, wow, they're talking about Bachelor. I was just on the show. I was like, let me just call and see if I get in, because most of the time when I call, it's a busy tone. I'm like, whatever. First time it rings. I say like, oh, my name is Jared. I'm calling from Rhode Island, and I was like, I was on The Bachelor. Christian was talking about it, so they put me on air. And then I talked to Christian, and I'm like, my name is Jared. I was on the show. I don't know if you remember me. Christian knew exactly who I was. He started losing his mind. He said, I'm going to put you on hold. A producer's going to give your number to a producer. I'm going to text you later. You're going to come over Monday night, and you're going to watch The Bachelor with me and my wife and our entire friend group, and I'm going to be the hero.
That's kind of weird.
So Christian,
did he ask you to have sex with his wife?
Oh my God!
I'm waiting. Christian, if you're listening,
he is.
I have to ask my wife first. But dude, it was awesome. So I went to Christian's house that Monday night. We watched an episode of The Bachelorette, and I was like, we just hung out. I brought roses for everybody.
Was it weird that he had no shirt on?
No shirt. He wanted to oil his back. He wanted to put something.
We massage each other sometimes.
I made you a special punch.
He is a massage guy, so it makes sense.
And because if you ever see 90 Day Fiance, what they do is the couples that have hooked up, they sit there and narrate the show. I'm surprised they haven't had you guys do that with The Bachelor.
Wiggy, do you want to be his agent?
Well, I found it very interesting because Wiggy and I always have this conversation where Wiggy can't believe that I'm friends with people that may have hooked up with my husband and vice versa.
Right.
But you guys have to deal with that all the time because Caitlin, who is your Bachelorette, is friends with your wife, correct?
Yeah, it's so different though because it really is. It feels like a bubble. It's hard to explain just because, you're there. Like I was on The Bachelorette for 6 weeks of filming. Paradise is 3.5 weeks.
Oh, is it?
Everything is so fast and it's very intense and everything moves so quickly. But then when you leave, it's it almost feels like a dream.
Right.
Because you're just it's so foreign. You guys know, every day you're just living your life, and then for a month, it's you're in this different world, this different location. You're on camera all the time. All you're doing is focusing on getting a rose, which is insanity. That's your life.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you coming this morning. Courtney,
job.
great job.
Thank you. I'm so happy.
Local legend.
Yes.
Nice
Pleasure was all mine. This is honestly, I listen to you guys all the time. You guys do such a great job. you like make all of our. It's weird to say, but you guys make our lives better because what you guys do is you bring comfort to the listeners, and I listen all the time, and I love it so much. So.
All right. Reality shows bring comfort to my wife and I. She's
all right.
She's a huge Golden Bachelorette, so she had me kind of.
Oh, they're getting divorced now.
Right.
Yeah.
Wiggy, I enjoyed it because it's enraging some in the Twitch chat.
Okay.
So that's why I enjoyed having you on.
That was fascinating.
That is
was
very
awesome.
interesting.
All right, thank you very much.